Hello everyone, this is Akshay Baheti and welcome to the Cafe Rongan Journal Watch, where we review certain important or interesting radiology articles. This time again we are going to focus on COVID and discuss N95 mask extended use, reuse and decontamination. Most of what I speak is based on CDC guidelines which were updated recently. So this is the N95 mask which we are almost always using nowadays, and the chief issue with reuse or decontamination is that the outer surface of the mask might get infected by COVID viruses from patients. So this is what can cause infection to us if we touch this area and then of course we touch our mucosal membranes. So how do we ensure that we use this mask appropriately without getting infected? So first we'll discuss what is extended mask use. Now remember, initially in the pre-COVID era, one N95 mask was supposed to be used only for one procedure. So for example, if someone is intubating a patient with sputum positive tuberculosis, then he or she would use an N95 mask before the procedure and then discard the mask. Extended use is actually using the same mask on different patients, and of course that makes complete sense if we are posted in the COVID ward or something like that. Maximum 8 hours of extended uses is what is recommended. It need not be contiguous use if we are in the non-COVID area. So for example, if we are in the imaging center or if we are seeing routine patients in clinic, we can use the mask for 8 hours, keep it in a paper envelope or something like that, and then use it again for another 4 hours before we think about either reuse or decontamination. CDC recommends considering the use of a cleanable face shield over the N95 or masking patients and other such things to reduce surface contamination of the N95 masks. And most of us are doing all of this. So the patients are masked in most cases. We ourselves are often using a surgical mask or a cloth mask over the N95 mask. A surgical mask is of course preferable over a cloth mask. And then many of us are also using a cleanable face shield over all of this. And of course, it is important to perform hand hygiene both before and after touching or adjusting the N95 mask. We must always assume that there is some surface contamination of the mask present despite all the precautions that we take. So when do we actually discard an N95 instead of extending the use of the N95? So after aerosol generating procedures, we must discard the mask, and this is of course assuming that we move out of the COVID ward. The mask must be discarded if it is contaminated by blood, respiratory, or nasal secretions of the patient, as this increases the risk of us getting COVID. The guidelines also say that we must discard the mask after close contact with a COVID patient. This, of course, assumes that we are not wearing a face shield or a surgical mask over the N95. If we are doing that, then it's not very clear as per the guidelines what is the best step to follow. I would say that if we are in the COVID ward or COVID ICU, then it would be safer to discard the mask as it is a very infectious environment. On the other hand, if you have just scanned a patient on CT or ultrasound and it is a relatively brief period of contact in a relatively less infected atmosphere, then probably it is safe to continue using the N95 while discarding the uh, surgical mask or cleaning the face shield. Um, if the mask gets wet, we must discard it immediately because the filtration efficiency of mask will go down. And if there is strap breakage or the nasal bridge of the mask is broken, then of course we must discard the mask because it is no longer going to fit us properly. When should we reuse the mask, or rather how should we reuse the mask? Now CDC says reuse the mask only if there's a shortage. So if for example you have a good supply of N95 mask, you need not reuse the mask and instead use a fresh mask every day. However, what is also important is to weigh the quality of the mask. So for example, if you have a good quality brand mask and you can only replace it with another mask of a brand which you're not well aware of, then you might as well think of reusing the mask instead. So how do we reuse the mask? You must have a minimum 5-day gap before reusing the mask, and you can have a maximum of 5 reuses. So a mask which you wear on day 1 can be reused only on day 6. In between, where should you keep the mask? It should be kept in a breathable envelope, so like a paper envelope. Do not keep it in a plastic container or something like a Ziploc bag. So try to use a breathable envelope. And the rules for discarding remain the same. So if the mask is having a strap broken or if it was used in the COVID area, then you should discard the mask. So for example, this is how you might think about reusing the mask. Keep 5 different masks for 5 different days in 5 different envelopes and then reuse them. Some of you, if you have a Monday to Saturday schedule, you might think of simply using 6 masks instead of 5 to make life easier for you. What about mask decontamination? So if you can reuse the mask, if you have 5 or 6 masks available, then great. But what if you have only 1 or 2 masks available? Then you can think of decontaminating the mask before using it again. So what are the different methods of decontamination? CDC recommends 3 different methods, which it says have the maximum proof of efficacy and safety. But of course, CDC also clarifies that you must try to contact the vendor of your mask, and if there's a preferable method recommended by that vendor, then you must use that method. So the methods which are recommended are ultraviolet germicidal irradiation. So you might use a UVC chamber, put the mask inside the chamber, ensure that all surfaces of the mask get exposed to the ultraviolet light, and then you can safely use the mask again. You can also use vaporized hydrogen peroxide, or you can use moist heat for 30 minutes. So 50% moist heat for 30 minutes. And some literature also says that 60 minutes of dry heat at 70 degrees Celsius can also be used for this purpose. So these are the 3 recommended methods for decontaminating masks. So we assume that because of this decontamination, any viral particles present on the mask get destroyed and we are safely able to use the mask again. These have been proven over multiple experiments and are relatively safe to do. The N95decon.org is an extremely good resource when you want to think about using decontamination techniques, and you can go to this website and look at details of how exactly to decontaminate masks. That is all we have in this session of the Journal Watch. Thank you for watching it and stay safe.